Hello everyone, it's me Tammeron here at 222 on Tuesday, May the 5th, 2020 to offer you my intuitive consultation live with all of you, and I'm currently in Southern Ontario and super excited to be sharing my location with you at the end of this video. So I want to ask you, are you feeling this emotional intensity right now where you feel like you almost literally want to scream or just say something crazy to someone because you can't take it anymore, yet you intuitively know that may not be the best thing to do right now, because you know you still have to remain in an isolation with people, but yet you really feel like you just got to get away? Well, if the answer is yes to that, I just want to remind you that you are not alone and we are all collectively in this together. However, with the reading this week, we're going to get advice from Spirit on how to manage this energy right now in order to remain a little bit more balanced until things start to open up for us a little bit more, because we all know it's coming. However, we're still in this together. Astrologically speaking, this week though, we have some major aspects happening in the sky. And one of the reasons why we're all feeling so emotionally intense right now is because we have the full moon in Scorpio right now, and that's going to be happening in a couple more days. Even for myself, I'm finding that the downloads are really intense, so I've been journaling a lot of what I've been hearing. People are very psychic right now, and it's like they're getting this information and understanding what it is, what they are meant to do, and some hits on how the social isolation is going to benefit all of us. So again, many of us aren't sleeping and we're feeling this intensity through the night. So that's been my experience, and you might be experiencing that as well. So I just want to remind you that everything is okay and this is normal. This is a super moon happening right now, which means that the moon is very close to the earth. And when this happens, this is when we feel like we are super psychic, all right? So pay attention to what you're hearing. And I do recommend that you journal or write these things down or put them in your iPad somewhere. Also, we have Venus currently going into shadow in retrograde, or she is in shadow, so she'll be full in retrograde. And again, retrograde is when we feel like we just took one step forward and 10 steps back. So it's a time to reflect on things, about things that matter to us from the heart. Venus represents that love in our life, whether that's in a personal relationship or in our business relationships or just in our friendships. All right, so you might be feeling that you're thinking a lot more about these love aspects in your life. And again, we also have the nodes of the moon switching signs today on Tuesday. So what this means is that a certain aspect of your life, you're going to notice that you're going to be more focused and there's going to be more intensity on an aspect of your life. So in astrology, there are 12 different houses. So depending on what your astrological sign is, you might be experiencing some of these challenges and ups and downs for the next 18 months. And this is all starting today. So it's super exciting. However, there's just a lot of intensity for a lot of people this week. So I encourage you to listen to the reading. And again, stay tuned until the very end, and I will share with you how you can receive a personalized recommended remedy so that you can stay more emotionally balanced during this time. And that will again be at the end of the video, and I will share with you how you can do that. So here we are. Let's get started. Today, I'm going to share with you the magic that I have in my teacup. And I have a combination of some herbs of cinnamon, ginger, and cardamom that I've been drinking pretty much for the month of the past social isolation, because again, it's been a time of introspection for me, but it is about still movement, like making plans on what it is that I want to do, because I honestly believe that when we go within, many of us are feeling like we've been on this retreat it's an opportunity for us to really connect with our own spirit and to listen. So we don't want to get stuck in it. We don't want to feel stuck. So I've been drinking and adding more herbs into my diet where there's still some movement happening within me. All right, so that I can use this energy. So I hope that makes sense for you. And I will put my teacup down right now so that I don't actually spill that while I'm offering you the reading. And I love to share whose deck it is that I'm using. So again, this week I'm using the Enchanted Map by baron-reid. And I love the image on here, and I just want to share this with you. When you feel like it's unknown, when your life is unknown, you feel like it's uncharted, like you don't have a map or a guide. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of people come to me as a spiritual guide, to give them advice from spirit and to figure out what it is that they need to connect with in themselves to guide them on the next step of their spiritual journey. So it's a beautiful image. I love this deck. It's perfect for the 2-card draw that I offer here for everybody. I do a 2-card draw, which means the first card is the challenge that's coming up. The second card is the action step. And again, these are one of the decks that I use if you purchase a personalized consultation with me, or you join me for a half day or a full day retreat, which I will be offering in Southern Ontario until the end of May. So here we go. First card that comes up, take it from the top of the deck, is the Talisman. So number 49, I want you guys to look at this image on here. I'll tell you what it is that it represents. But if you are a numerology person, you like your numbers, 4 and 9 put together is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, so it's number 4 for all of you guys. But when we see this card showing up, looking at this image, the Talisman, she's got the path in front. She's ready to take one step forward, but she's using all the tools at hand. All right? She knows that she has everything that she needs in order to move forward. So the Talisman is actually telling us or reminding us that this is the challenge, is to use the tools that you have. So I'm asking you, are you journaling? Are you paying attention to these messages that you are receiving? Are you using holistic remedies that are helping you to balance your emotions so that you can still feel positive on an emotional level? Or are you needing to change something in your diet, connecting again with the earth? Or do you need to really connect with that passion, really understand what it is that you're meant to do? What is your life purpose? So if you are in this crisis right now and you're just really unsure, Spirit is telling us we always have exactly what we need in front of us to use, okay? Second card is the action step. Oh, and when a card flips up like that, we definitely take it. I'm going to move the deck over here a little bit so we can put the messages together. So coming to life. Look at this image. 29, again, representation. 29 is 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 breaks down to 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay? So things are coming to life. All right? So now the action step is telling us that it will come to life. But again, I want to reflect on the challenge is to remember, to remind yourself to use those tools or to just use them. It's not even a remember card. This isn't a card upside down reminding us. It's just telling us to do this, all right? So use all the tools that you have around you and reconnect with maybe an aspect of yourself that maybe you've lost touch with, all right? And use it so that the messages, the intuition can actually come through and guide you through this socialization, because the same tools, or maybe what it is that you're hearing, is also going to be a reflection on what you need to do to balance yourself so that you can still remain around these people that you care about, or the family members, or wherever it is that it is, and so that you're not going to just barf all over people and actually just start screaming and yelling and feeling super frustrated, because this is that energy of the moon. It is an intensity, and I just want to remind you that it's not best to do that, okay? Because over the weekend, some of that's going to shift and it's going to start lifting up. But it's more powerful if you change yourself rather than trying to change other people. So again, if you have found this video today helpful for you, and if you can share it, you are more than welcome to share it. Or if you would like to book a private consultation with me for just 30 minutes, I will be still using the amazing video technology of Zoom conference calling. Or if you are in the Southern Ontario area, you are more than welcome to come and spend a half an hour with me out in the woods so that we can remain socially distant. Or I also have packages available for a 4.5 hour, which is a half day retreat, or a 6.5 hour full day retreat with me, where we'll go on an intuitive wisdom walk together. We'll spend some time out in nature. We will reconnect you to all the 4 elements so that you can realign yourself, find out where it is that you are weak in your elemental astrology, and also in the elements of connecting you to the earth and to yourself so that you can rebalance yourself and continue to move forward during this isolation period. And if you book that reading, I am going to give you, have them in my little box here, I'm going to give you as a bonus a recommended Bach Flower remedy. I am a registered practitioner of Bach Flower remedies, where we look at what's happening for you emotionally. We decide which remedy to give you. We put it in a personalized remedy and you can take this home. Or if you would also like to use essential oils, high-grade essential oils, then I will recommend which essential oils are beneficial for you during this time. And again, they will help you to rebalance your emotions so that you can continue during this time. So again, my name is Tammeron. I am a spiritual guide, founder of Tammeron's Place, a retreat for spiritual growth for women, and I love to support them when they're in a spiritual crisis. And I offer support using the ancient wisdom of astrology and the fantastic holistic remedies. Cheers for now, and see you next week.